confidence in there. Thought got some good play out of our first team. We've held back some of those first team guys a little bit up to this point, and now we're starting to ramp up a little more and get those guys more involved. And when our best 11's on the field, we're going to be tough to deal with.
First team QB reps today?
Bear took the majority today, and McKay got some as well. As I mentioned Saturday, we can't keep going equal reps with 3 guys anymore. So, each day you're going to see right now McKay and Bear getting the majority of the reps with the 1s and the 2s, and that's where we're at right now.
He had a nice pass to Carson there, what we were allowed to watch there in that drive near the end of practice. He's making those throws.
He throws a lot of completions. That's one thing. He's doesn't take sacks, and he's very accurate and throwing a lot of completions out here.
What is a fall camp with a quarterback battle like for you? Is it nerve-wracking? Do you lose sleep, or do you just deal with it a day at a time?
Well, yeah, I mean, I feel an obligation, sure, to do the right thing for our program. The players, first of all, and the coaches and their families. You've got to want to do the right thing and make sure you get it right. And then all of our fans. We've got great fans, and I want to make sure that we put the guy on the field that's earned it and deserves it. And doesn't matter if it's a freshman or a sophomore or a transfer. The standard is the standard here at quarterback, and so we're not going to lower that standard no matter what. We need guys to keep stepping up and playing like the QBs of the past year.
You said your first 11 looked good. Do you feel like they're on the right track to get ready for the first?
Yeah, we have a lot of work to do still, but it's getting a little bit cleaner every day, and that's why you practice. And having a Big 12 officiating crew Saturday in the stadium was great. We learned a lot of good lessons that day about just all the little details that can cost you. And I thought the last 2 days it's been cleaner, and then that's the goal, is just keep improving each day.
Coach, is there a number of O-linemen you feel comfortable playing in a game right now?
I think we're at about 8. I might be missing a guy there, but we have a good group there. There's some really good competition going on for those 5 spots.
Coach, with your offense collectively, how are they with the playbook? Is everybody on top of it?
We have smart guys here, so yeah, that's been a strength of this program for a long time, is we get to coach tough, smart kids. And so yeah, I think not everybody has it down completely yet, but we have smart kids that are going to do what they're told, and they execute.
What went into the decision, and when did you make a decision to give the reps with the 1s to McKay and Bear?
Well, the decisions, it happens on the field. I mean, it's not like I just say, oh, this is what I decided today. It's what happens on the field. The guy that moves the team, we want to move the team and score points. So if you take care of the football and you throw completions and you make good decisions, and a lot of times it's things that fans don't see. A lot of times it's a guy's got 2 plays and he gets us into the right play, and you hand it off and make 4 yards, and nobody knew that the quarterback just did the right thing for our program. They got us out of a bad play. Those things are big, and so we're evaluating that every day. And the guys that play the best, the guy that plays the best will be the one that starts in the first game.
Coach, of course there's some doubters, especially with, not to beat a dead horse, but with the depart of Jake.
Yeah.
How much more of a chip on this team's shoulder, this offensive shoulder, are you seeing this camp?
Yeah, I think it's kind of similar to last year, where nobody thought we were any good, and we had something to prove last year. And I think there's a little bit of that going on right now too. I think people have lost a little faith in us offensively, and our players, I think, are determined to show that we still have a really good team.
How are your skill positions doing catching the football?
Yeah, we have a lot of good, our obviously receivers, that's their job, but our tight ends are doing a nice job. Carson Ryan's an excellent receiver, and our running backs are really good receivers. We're using those guys a lot in the passing game.
What's a decent timetable for the quarterback starting naming, and is it affected by the fact you're either playing an FCS opponent the first week or competitive advantage? How do you kind of view all that together?
We haven't set a deadline, but the sooner the better. And once it's clear, we'll make the move. If as soon as it's clear to us who it is, we'll make that statement. Yeah.
Thanks, Aaron.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
He lives up by me, and he runs so hard. He lives up by me. He runs down 15 back and forth, just like he's a Olympian.
Look at that, man. We got a little pole for it, too.
Yeah.
How we doing, guys? Good. Good to see you guys. Big looking cameras. We look good.
It's all for you.
Oh, for my wife.
There you go. All right, everybody good? All right. Yeah, how was practice out there today? How do you feel like the defense is coming together?
It's good. It was great. Great day of performance, right? We just stick it to our fundamentals. We don't got to do more. Now that it's like day, 8, 9 of practice, 10, 11, it's just, can we do the fundamentals even better? So we're looking good.
You've been with this team a while now, but do you feel like you're kind of merging into that leader position?
Yeah, I just try to see it as a role of service. I just want to give them everything. I've played 4 years of college football, and they deserve my all. So it could be called leadership. I just try to love up on my team.
You've been going at it for a long time. What's the balance of being super, super excited right now, but then trying to fine-tune things, just do it one practice at a time?
Yeah, I think we're trying to stay in our rhythm. I think that's the biggest thing is there's a lot of joy and there's a lot of chippiness that's now getting into practice, right? And with that, it's just, can we stay within our zone and stay within our performance levels? We don't need to be too high and we don't need to get too low. And so if we're able to maintain that steady level, then we'll be right where we need to be come Portland State.
Keanu, how much time do you put in the film room, and how does that help your game?
Yeah, I think film is everything, right? There's a lot that you need to feel out within your technique, but when you've done the basics, they say to be a master, it takes 10,000 hours. And so, I feel like I'm getting close to that range. Now it's how can I keep my mind mentally sharp? And so that's what film does, is putting yourself in that position prior to the game happening, and that just refines me every day.
Coach Roddick said the first 11 on offense looked really good together. Do you feel that way on defense with your first unit?
Absolutely, yeah. I think we're playing in sync. We grew together as a unit in the offseason, and now we're able to perform not as individuals, but more as a unit. And that's been the biggest thing. And having a great offensive 11 has pushed our defense to be even greater together.
How close to game ready do you think the defense is, and then specifically the D-line?
I think the defense is, if we needed to play in a few days, I think we'd be ready because the attitude, the effort, and the fundamentally sound way that we're playing is the way that we want to see it. I think our D-line is doing really well. We saw some really great things today, and we're just consistently building. And so I'd give our D-line, a couple more days as well, but I don't think we're far out.
Keanu, what are some of your goals for this year? Do you have any personal goals, getting the quarterback or?
Yeah. I had it a goal last year. I didn't achieve it. I'd love to reinstate that goal, and that's to, have a QB sack every play. I think the NFL looks for people that are pass rushers as well as run stoppers, and I try to cause havoc. I may not be the terminator of the play, but I try to determine where the play goes, right? And so just having a natural and big presence on that field every play, though I may not make the play, just being patient within my technique and bringing that defense along, bringing the best out of everybody.
This time of year, coaches are faced with the toughest decisions of all. What can you say about this staff and a group that's been together for a long time? Kalani and his coordinators have developed a really good relationship together.
Yeah, I think the thing that makes challenges easy is synchronized. They're synchronized into decisions. They're synchronized into how they're able to spend their time evaluating, understanding the perspective of others, and seeing who's best to play. Right, that's the tough decision, is finding out who's going to play, who's going to perform, and what is the team going to look like. And so their synchronization of ability to work with one another is what's making those hard decisions easy for them.
You mentioned the joy and chippiness. I noticed you guys have a lot of energy.
Yeah.
Victory coming in. What does that say about this culture of this BYU team, especially having been on another college football team?
Yeah, I think it speaks to the aspect of we love this game, right? And that's one of the things that we pride ourselves on is we're grateful to work hard, but we love the process and we're learning throughout it. And so as we see things starting to unfold, right, we got the pads back on day 11, we're starting to feel comfortable. Now the joy is spiking. We're feeling ourselves back at the level that we want to be at. And so this team, the culture really is that love aspect for the game that we play.
Hey, how good are those cornerbacks and the DBs?
They're doing great. The last few days has been amazing. We got, takeaways is the name of the game for us on defense, and being able to have guys that cover like that is phenomenal, and guys that when I get pressure on that quarterback can intercept and hit that ball out. It's been phenomenal having that safety net behind us.
She asked
Sir.
me a question. Thanks, Neil.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
Nice to have you.
Appreciate you guys. Have a good one.
Mason.
Good. A little hot out here. I just should have not worn all black, but. Hi.
All right, guys. You have any more questions that nobody else answered?
Just the same ones over again.
Oh, okay.
No, you can go.
Let's just test me to see if
How
we're.
did they look out there today? We saw a little bit. Look good.
Yeah, it was good. I mean, got some good live work and happy with what I'm seeing from the team. And I didn't talk. Last time I talked to you guys was before we saw the film. So, but the film was good. It's probably. I told the guys it's never as good as you think and never as bad as you think too. So there were some really good things there. And the good part is that I like the physical part of the game and how our guys were able to tackle and block. Just a fundamental part of football. So, but we can build on that. And then yesterday and today were really good practices for us.
Kalani, how good can this team be?
Yeah, we have a lot of work to go. I mean, it's just not. I'm not going to make any statements how good we can be. We just show it on the field and let people find out for themselves.
Is Bear leading this race right now? He was the only guy we saw with the first team offense in the media window.
Yeah, I think A-Rod knows where he's going with everything, and I think the key is we settle it on the field. I don't control it. It's the players. If you want to win the spot, it's there for the taking. And so, I think our job is to put them in the position where they can win the spot, and that's in every position, including quarterback. And so, I think we still have some more time to see who's going to be the best fit for running our offense and who's going to be the best fit for that, for game one, and then we'll go from there. But as soon as we figure it out, we'll let you guys know, and probably the sooner the better.
From your experience, covering or working with quarterback battles, how does he compare to past true freshmen that have competed in battles that you've experienced before?
Yeah, really good. I mean, I think they all have. You have to be something special with your mindset coming in out of high school right into to college, and then adapting to the offense and understanding it, studying it. He's got. I mean, all the quarterbacks are smart, they're intelligent. He has a good feel for the game, and I think the more he's around the team, the more he and McKay practice and play with the guys on the field, the more comfortable they get, and then the more they don't look like a newcomer.
Even with tough decisions to make, you and the staff seem to stay really, really cool under pressure. Is that a reflection of just surrounding yourself with people that you work really well with and you have confidence in?
Well, I think we just trust the system that we've been in. I mean, I think if you look at me year one and year two compared to now, I'm much older, more gray hair, things like that. But it comes with a little bit of experience of just knowing how to handle camps and how to make adjustments. I think we're in a really good feel right now, good momentum as a staff, and it helps that you're able to keep the whole staff together. So with all the continuity going on and I think the foundation being kind of settled, I think we can focus on other things like these guys competing and putting the right guys on the field and having a problem. If you have a problem where there's 18 guys that deserve to play and you only have 11 spots at a time, then we need to find ways to get the other 7 on the field too.
Has there been an update from the NCAA on Flower Potty?
No, not yet. If there wasn't, he'd be practicing. So the day you guys walk up here and you see him on the field, then the decision was made. But he's out here doing as much as he can, and we're just kind of in limbo until we hear from them.
Besides quarterback, what other positions do you want to get some clarity on in these kind of days of camp?
I think we have an idea of what we're going with. I think we can rotate a lot of different guys at different spots. This quarterback's the one that you have a hard time rotating through. It's probably one that you don't want to deal with it as far as touching the ball that many times. The same thing like a center. So the ones that touch the ball every play, you probably want to have as consistent as possible, and that's what we're looking forward to. I think getting as many guys as we can to be able to start is going to be that's the goal that we want to do, and then decide on how we want to use 11 at different times.
You say you got a lot of work to do, but do you feel like your team's on track at this point in camp?
Just hard to say. We're still a couple weeks and some days away, so 2.5 weeks away from everything. I feel good about where we're headed and the progress we've made in the last, especially over the weekend since Saturday, and to have the guys be able to be physical even today after over 100 plays on Saturday, that's a good sign. And the guys are all bought in. Right now I need to get them away from football for a little bit, and we just go, and just to build some connection together and some camaraderie with each other, and then be back and be ready to roll when we get back Thursday.
After Saturday, what are the biggest adjustments that you want
That's
to
like
see?
the worst angle for me, by the way.
Sorry.
I'm
You want me to come
joking.
right here?
No,
Okay.
like right back
Okay,
here would be
next
good.
time I'm gonna get a better
No, I'm
angle,
got
don't
you.
worry.
Say that again.
After Saturday, what are the biggest adjustments that you want to see this week or wanted to see today?
Well, we saw them. I think Saturday.
What were they?
I think the main issue was the pre-snap issues. Like, I think A-Rod mentioned that we weren't set, and so we got a few illegal formations, and so when you look at it, it was 2 false starts. It was 3 illegal formations that we need to fix. Guys not being on the line, and then or guys were fidgeting and not set, so illegal formation or illegal shift. And then we had 2 holdings, and so that's in 100 plays. That's not bad, but it's like, and for a first scrimmage, that's pretty good. Defensively, we had a few missed tackles, probably more than what we would want, and but we had 2 defensive penalties, 1 holding, and 1 PI, and so. Play man coverage, you got to be able to use your feet and not your hands, and we're still working on that. So overall, though, the team did a great job with everything. The entire weekend on Saturday, and then seeing the film, I was really, really impressed with it all.
I asked you about Bear, but where do you see McKay at his best when he's operating with the first team? Like, where does he shine most?
Yeah, I think A-Rod does a great job at calling plays that they're suited to their strengths. But there's things that we need to do that are strengths for us on the football team. Chase Roberts being one of them, and Carson Ryan and others that are, LJ Martin. So it's a matter of how do we attack defense, and who do we want to give the ball to, who do we want to highlight in certain areas, and what the defense is giving us. So I think having A-Rod be able to do that with McKay and then do that with Bear is going to be the key. And then what you want to do is get to the point where you're building the game plan on your starter, and then you have a game plan for the backup just in case, and even third string if it goes there. So in the past, since camp started, we've had to balance all that out with 3. It's really difficult to do, and that's why we made the move to kind of head towards this way and see how further this competition goes. And then we see how far this goes, and then once we know and have a good feel about it, and once they've established themselves and whoever wins the spot gets it, then away we go.
You said get away from football. Do you have an activity plan?
Yeah, we're going to a team camp. We're going to go hang out and then do some team bonding stuff. So it'd be good. We did that last year too.
River rafting?
No, not in that.
What is it?
If there's a lazy river, we would do that. But I think it's just there's a lot of really cool things that you can do that will build the team. Connect them together and then make football. Although football's part of it, just everything's been about football now, so we can just take a break from it and looked at it, and most of the fights happen around practices 10 to 13. So let's go camping during that time.
When you plan to close camp, do you have
Yeah, I think we want to start working on our preparation for our first opponent at the latest a week and a half before the game. Best to do it maybe 2 weeks before the game.
In terms of leadership, Isaiah Glasker and Jack Kelly were obviously tremendous for you last year. What are you looking for them in terms of progression and leadership? And
what they've done already. I mean, them lead the way, and when you're a guy that's started a lot of games here, and people are giving you all these honors and accolades and things like that, they're leading the way with the live work. So they're out there tackling and hitting and doing all the drills, playing all the special teams. So it helps that your top players are doing that. Chase Roberts does it on the other side. Carson Ryan does that too. So the guys are all bought into the team first, and it helps when your best players are doing that.
in terms of potential, how good can Isaiah Glasker and Jack Kelly be, maybe in terms of the great linebackers that play here at BYU?
Yeah, we'll find out. I mean, I'm not going to put any pressure on them. I think they're ready to do what they did last year and maybe build on it, and it helps with understanding the scheme a lot more. They're way more in tune with what Jay wants from them, what I expect from them, what their position coaches, Justin Enna and Chad and those guys expect from them. And I think it's just a matter of just time. We get there, let's get to the games, and then they make the statements themselves. All right, guys, thank you so much. Appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
Anybody else, Kenny? Good. Thank you. Hey, you want to get better?